So in sort of a small way, Sony is becoming a little bit more like Microsoft, which I mean, I guess that's not really a new thing. If you think about how the PlayStation 4 and the PlayStation 5 certainly have kind of exceeded expectations in sales and how popular they are. Sony really took a play out of Microsoft's book to begin with. Honestly, the PS4 absolutely just ripped off the Xbox 360 playbook, and it's just one of those things where we kind of see that Microsoft is in this weird sort of world compared to Sony. Like Sony tends to earn the respect of the players much more, and that's I don't know how Microsoft can change that, but I can tell you this: they can't change it by doing the same old, same old. They have to really go out of their way to prove that, hey, you know what, we've changed. We're gonna continue to do this. We're gonna continue to do that. We're gonna actually give a damn about our console. They would have to go out and do that. But when it comes to Sony, they've taken the positive stuff from the Microsoft playbook, right? And this is one of those things. And I think it's actually pretty damn cool. But maybe some people could be annoyed by it from the fact that it does seem like they are going to focus maybe a little bit too much on this instead of the actual games. I think it was always ludicrous to bring that up because at the end of the day, they're made by different things. So if you're talking about, like, I remember when people used to go, so Microsoft announces more controllers than games, and it's like they're made by different people, right? You realize that studios aren't choosing to make controllers instead of games. It was always an asinine thing. But anyway, PlayStation unveiled this really cool Astrobot PS5 DualSense controller, complete with a playful pair of eyes. This thing's really cool looking. I love special edition controllers, and I like to see that Sony is actually getting involved in this. So PlayStation announced a new DualSense controller inspired by the upcoming PS5 release of Astrobot. The controller itself boasts all the features you would want from a DualSense, such as an adaptive trigger and haptic feedback, and these will all come into play when Astrobot releases later this year, although with more textures to feel through the controller than with Astro's Playroom. So far, so normal. Things get a little bit more exciting when you get the cosmic side of things. However, the upcoming controller has Astro's blue accents on the handles and red buttons. So, hey, that's pretty cool. Some sci-fi grooves and the most eye-catching feature in every sense, Astro's trademark eyes on the DualSense touchpad. This thing looks really cool. It is a true work of art, and we could not be happier with the end result, according to Team Asobi Studios head. You can see a little teaser. I'm going to link this in the description. You guys can check it out. I think this thing looks awesome. It's definitely one that I will pick up. And it's rare for me to want to pick up these controllers. Like, I thought the Starfield controller from Xbox was good. The Sea of Thieves controller, some of the Gears of War ones. On the PlayStation side, there hasn't been many that has really kind of spoken to me. But this is like one of the ones that I feel like is just fantastic and really does kind of do a good job of speaking to me personally. So yeah, I have to kind of point that out. And again, I think it really kind of comes down to the individual persons, but we'll see what happens. The controller is a limited edition. Pre-orders begin on August 9th via the direct PlayStation Store, as well as some select retailers. The controllers will set you back $70. Those in France, Germany, Belgium, Netherlands, Italy, Spain, Austria, and Portugal will also be able to pre-order at 10 a.m. local time on the same date. The controller itself will launch on September 6th to coincide with the PS5 release of Astrobot. As for Astrobot, a couple of us have been hands-on with the upcoming exclusive and come away pretty impressed, according to Digital Foundry. It feels bold to say early on, but if the demo quality is representative of the full game, Astrobot is looking like a strong candidate for a top spot of Game of the Year. Meanwhile, a lot of people are saying Astrobot's the most joyful experience of Summer Game Showcase. Now listen, this might all sound like people blowing smoke or whatever, but I gotta be honest with you guys. Like, I've been a fan of Astrobot since the beginning, right? So to me, that's not just blowing smoke. Like, this is a great franchise anyway that realistically is right up there. And I said this years ago, and people made fun of me. I said this is their answer to Mario, and it's a really good platformer. It was really good in VR. It was really good as the demo to showcase what was going on with the, you know, with the PS5, right? Like everybody got that free demo and was like, that thing was incredible, right? It was just really incredible to see that. And at the end of the day, I think they really kind of nailed the aesthetic with it. It's one thing to have a platformer, but I think it's another thing to have one that's really good and charming and that speaks to kind of the people and things like that. And I think that's what they've kind of nailed with this particular instance. So I think that's really, really cool that they've kind of done that. And at the end of the day, yeah, hey, it is what it is. It's a platform game, and people are going to go, it's just this or just that. But I think that Sony used to really do this kind of stuff, and that was cool. Like they've really done a good job with these type of games in the past. I know they typically stick to like these games lately that like the big single player epic experiences, like The Last of Us and Ghost of Tsushima and Uncharted and these type of games. And I think those are great games, no doubt about it. Those are amazing games. But also they used to take some chances and take some risks with stuff like this. They used to have Ratchet and Clank and Sly Cooper and stuff. They had these games that really were quite appealing to a lot of people, and so that's what I think this is kind of harkening back to, that type of era when they had more variety and things like that. So I hope that this is a massively successful endeavor for them. I think so many people love the Astrobot series and character and things like that, and I think that's what we need to see. We need to see people kind of go, oh yeah, Astrobot, that's great, that's I love that game or whatever. And I think that this game, I hope that it does well for Sony, because like I said, I would love to see more of this type of game from them in the future. And unless people go out there and buy it and support this stuff, we probably won't. So yeah, please go out there, support it, buy it. Like, trust me, play the demo that came with your PS5, and if you haven't, play it. Trust me, it's an incredible thing, and it's just so much fun. And I think that like, this is the thing, right? You can't go woke or whatever with Astrobot. So they focus on the fun. Isn't that crazy how that works? Like, I hate to kind of harp on this stuff, but it's just the God's honest truth. It's like so many times we see this happen where where game developers focus on the wrong damn things, and we see that so much now, and it ruins the fun in these games. And Astrobot is just a fun game that doesn't really give a damn about the situation with gaming or whatever, with hey, let's check off these boxes because he's a freaking robot, so people honestly do not care. So I think that this is a great thing. I love this franchise. I can't wait. If I've already have it pre-ordered or whatever. So yeah, if you guys are super interested in getting the controller, I think, hey, jump on that as well. This thing looks awesome, as you can see, and I'm going to link it in the description so you can check it out. If you aren't aware of Astrobot or whatever, get aware. This video has some gameplay of the demo, the kind of thing that came with the PS5 anyway. And like I said, easy to get the trophies on that. Fun game to take advantage of the DualSense and show what it could do. I love that they kind of included that into the package or whatever. Nice to see that, and I'm sure a lot of you guys are excited about Astrobot. It's going to be a pretty damn good one in my opinion. So let me know what you guys think. I definitely appreciate it. If you guys are subscribing, great. If you haven't subscribed yet, let me know, and I'll see what I can do to get you to subscribe. Like the video as well, slap that like button, and I will link the description with this stuff, and you guys can check it out for yourselves. Like I said, Really cool to see this happen. I'm excited. I'm sure that there's a number of you who already know what's up, but let me know if you're planning to pick one of these things up, either the controller or the game or both. Thanks for watching. Rack 'em up. Crap Gamer out.